Good day everyone, Behruz here, worker with Toronto Real Estate Board. I'm super excited to report to you the stats of April 2024, which is an exciting month for us who are always looking for sustainability. It has to be a win-win situation, it has to be a balance in the market, and we are getting there eventually. During the COVID time, as you know, cheap money has its own dents on the market, and we still have to wait until the distortions in the market cool down, and the effects of those are going to be wiped out of the market. I'm not talking about the prices. Prices is something that you also have to decide whether you're affording something or not. That's something that it's not in our hand. It's coming from the politicians, coming from Bank of Canada, it's coming from different sources. What we are talking here is the dynamic of the market, which I've always been trying to explain to you in different avenues. The economy is one thing, which composes of your income and also the mortgage interest rates, the sentiment of the market, and also the market confidence. What we are having right now is less and less number of transactions, and inventory is becoming to build up more and more, and that's becoming into the season that everyone is expecting, that people are coming out shopping real estate. Is still happening, but building up inventory during the time that inventory shouldn't be built up historically is telling you that the market is shifting towards a more balanced approach towards things. The balanced approach here is that good properties that are built well, properties that are maintained well, properties that are renovated properly with today's taste are some things that are going to sell very well, and you're seeing that in the market. At the same time, at the end of this video, I'm getting into the rentals. I've always been telling you that the rental market of 2022 is going to be different than 2023, and it's going to be different than 2024, and this is something that we're experiencing today. So last part of this video is going more into details about the investors, about the renters, which is going to be translated into the investor section, and also giving you a lot of opportunity to digest what's in the stats for you to review. I'm going to start by telling you that the number of volume of transactions have dropped significantly by 5% over year. Now, what was happening last year was something that you also have to go back to the videos that we have on the channel. What was happening last year was that people were still thinking that Bank of Canada, instead of raising their interest rates, is going to cut interest rates significantly. It was true, the same thing that was in the beginning of this year. It was brewing from the last part of last year, that people were still saying that for 2024, Bank of Canada, also, along with other central banks, are going to cut interest rates significantly because the economy is this and that. Now, we don't have that. Now, people are understanding that the anecdote of staying here for longer, staying at the higher interest rates for longer, is going to affect them, and they have to adjust themselves. They have to adjust their perspective of whether to offload or whether to buy. This is going to affect the market as we are seeing today. 5% year over year number of transactions dropping. However, as I said, because good properties are still selling, the prices have appreciated. That means that there is still steam in the market in terms of the prices. That is not the dynamic of supply and demand. As you can see, this month we are adding almost half a month of inventory by the end of April to the stock that we have available for sale. That is telling you that the price pressure is not coming from the supply and demand. The price are coming from the inflation, are coming from the expectation, and I'm going to enter into the sentiment that the market sentiment is positive. That means that people who are buying because the property is good enough for them to put their money in. Property is either positioned properly by realtors who know the market, the local market, or they are in a local market that are top of the buyer's mind. So if you're a seller, you don't need to panic. However, the understanding is that there is more and more properties coming on the market, and you have to be advise strategically about what's happening in your neighborhood and where you want to go. I spoke about the prices. Prices of year over year have increased by 0.3%. Month over month have increased by 0.1%. Going into details, you understand that Toronto is still a pioneer in the Toronto GTA real estate market. That is understandable because Toronto has always been the center of economy. Toronto has always had variety of homes for people to shop, plenty of condos, which is in the smaller sector, plenty of semis and towns, which is in the smaller sector of the freehold, and also plenty of detached market. There is still variety of homes in other neighborhoods. However, the composition is not that much that people still have a chance to choose from those. So people are moving away from Toronto for different reasons. However, when they're coming to Toronto, Toronto is asking them for a premium price. This happens in Toronto, this happens in Mississauga, this happens in Durham region. As you can say, these are the areas that mostly the businesses and the economy is more vivid and more dynamic than the rest of the regions. When you're going to the York region, we do have a price drop of close to 3%. And that is something that you have to understand. When you're going to York region, most people are going there for bigger homes, and bigger homes are being hit a little bit different than the rest of the market. With that, I'm going to enter into the rental market. As I've explained to you before, this year and last year were the times where most properties are coming up available for from the builders to those who have bought these properties years ago. Keys are being handed to the landlords and they have to put them up for lease or they have to sell them. So on two fronts, we do have a flood of condos. When you're going to the rental market is a beacon of understanding where the real estate market is heading. When you have a renter, renters have to collect payments from their employers. Then you understand how the economy works. If the renters cannot afford, or if the renters are not confident to offer a good price for a condo, a good price that investors are looking for a condo, that tells you that the economy is going to bring down the prices eventually in the resale sector as well, unless something crazy happens in the future. That said, when you're going to the investors who have put the properties up for lease, they understand that less and less of these properties are fetching the money that they were promised to. The money that they were promised to during the time which was a heat of the market for resale value, which was a heat of the market for a condo rental value, which was a heat of the market for a pre-construction value. So a wrong purchase ends into a wrong era of market. That is a combination that is going to be seen how it's shaping the price averages in the condo sector, and also sometimes in the freehold sector that are very well brand new in the more remote areas of GTA. That comes to the conclusion that investors have to be very careful about how to offload their properties. When you want to offload your property, if you're a true investor, you hold on to that property for a little bit longer. You hold on to the good tenant that you're choosing with the help of a real estate agent. You hold on to that and try to manage your portfolio in a different way. If you need more details about all of these, buying, selling, and investing in real estate market of Toronto GTA, we are here to help, because the details that we have here available to us is telling you more and more about how you can make an informed decision, how you can make a best decision that puts you ahead of everybody else in the market. Happy to see you here in this video. Hope to see you on the next video as well. Wonderful day.